Hello everybody, I hope you guys are doing fine, and in the last video I told you guys how to use arrays, in some different ways. Now see here, this will give the address of the first row. Now you can either write it like this, or you can write what and g of 0 to both g of 0 and g of 0 both the same, and they'll give the same output. If you want, just check it out, it's fine. But you can also give it something like this: g plus 0. What it means is g of 0 itself. Now like if you run it and see, then it will give us output. Oh, bracket is missing. Now if you run it and see, it will give us the same output as the previous one. Alright, see the same address pointing to the first element of the array. And now if I want to give the pointers, I can give it like this. Say this printf g of 0 0 is the first element. Now here start g of 0, g of 0 is a address pointing to the first row of the array. So and the element present at the first row will be, we will be looking at only the first element present, the value at that address. See, the address is pointing to the whole row, but the value present at this address will be only a single value, that is what the first one. And this is also similar. Here just g is pointing to the whole array, but star star g will be pointing to only the single element, that is the first element here. I hope you guys can understand this. And now if I print, it will print fine. Yeah, see, it's printing the values here, and the address is the first element, printing the values of the first element here using this. This is double pointer, right? Because you have it's a 2D array, so I have to use it. Now one simple thing I would like to tell is suppose say we have a 2D array, and this is one way of initializing it. You can also initialize it just by this, because rows are not needed when initializing, but columns are needed. Okay, because check it out. Now suppose if you run the program, it gives an error here, and the error is showing that it's a multi-dimensional array, something bound should be given, so you have to write at least a column here. So when you compile it and run it, it will at least storage size of g is unknown. Well, we are not using it here. If you want to use it, something here, something, if you printed something, if you run the program and do something using that array, it will work fine. So while you are declaring, you should at least give the columns of the array while you are declaring the array here. So I think that's it for today's tutorial, and I hope you guys can feel well, and don't forget to subscribe, guys.